What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have Bitcoin setting at $63,000 and finding strength after the news this weekend. We also have the SPY attempting to break out of all-time highs while the Qs show some signs of weakness as money and liquidity begin rotating out of some of the big tech stocks and into other markets. We have the equal weight S&P 500 showing signs of strength after the news this weekend. Uh, Trump's victory trades to swell after shooting, investors say. So we're going to get into what that means for the markets, what stocks and sectors we can take a look at to show uh, performance that outperforms some of the other markets. Plus, we'll get into Bitcoin and crypto. All right, guys, it is Monday. Welcome back. Let's get into it. All right, so what stocks can we be looking at? Well, first off, we see the IWM setting at 216 and showing signs of strength. So it looks like it is risk on in the markets currently, especially after the news this weekend. And so that is bullish for a lot of stocks, including crypto. But first, I wanted to show you a couple stocks that I've been taking a look at here. Some of these stocks have been underperforming for a long time, and this is Ford showing a lot of strength here in the past couple of days. And this stock has just been ranging sideways here for a couple of years now. So if it can break out of this level, well, you could start to see some of these stocks that have been underperforming the market really start to take off. Um, Everyone thinks that this is a weak economy, and it kind of has been, but really at this stage in the markets, once we start to turn the bottom on some of these, you could see some of these other stocks really begin to outperform the markets. So Ford's one that I've just been kind of keeping an eye on, just getting an understanding of the general broader stock market, um, because the Dow really hasn't been performing near as well as the S&P or the Qs. So let's go back to the SPY and just take a look at what we've got here. The SPY sitting at 563, and it's been a while since we've really seen a pullback. We did have this bearish candle here on Thursday, but the SPY has continued upwards. It looks like it may be finding some signs of potentially a local top here, just in the shorter term time frames. I could see the stock market potentially pulling back here a bit and finding some sort of correction. It wouldn't be unlikely that we see some sort of like 3 to 5% correction, or possibly one of those bigger pullbacks such as a 7, 8, or even 10% correction. That is very possible, so it's something to keep in the back of our minds going forward. Nevertheless, the trend is still up, and it is looking bullish for stocks, commodities, and crypto here, probably for the next year or so. What else do we have going on? We have gold attempting to break out of all-time highs, sitting at 24.22. Gold has really been on a run here the past several days, past couple of weeks, uh, and it may potentially be finding a short-term top here, and it may see a little pullback. Um, I still think that there is a possibility gold could come back down to this 2150 to $2,200 level, but after the run we've seen here the last couple of weeks, I think more than likely we're going to see gold go break out of those all-time highs and then If it could come back and retest that and form some support, well, we could be moving much higher. I think gold still goes to $2,600 to $3,000 in the coming months and years. Another market we can take a look at is the emerging markets, the HSI, uh, bouncing off our trend line here and really forming a little basing pattern here. It looks like in the golden pocket. This is the 618 off fib of this last move. So it's starting to look like some of these other emerging markets are showing signs of strength. All right, guys, if you're interested in uh, buying or selling or trading uh, stock markets, forex pairs, commodities, you can do so over on Prime XBT. They also allow you to trade crypto futures. So that's why I use Prime XBT. Right now, they're offering up to a $7,000 sign up bonus or 25% off your trading commissions. If you're interested, there is a link down below. And I used Prime XBT here a couple of weeks ago in one of my videos to show you how the MACD showed this cross here, bullish cross for gold, and that's where we got these moves higher, and it is continuing to move higher as well. Really hasn't started to show a sign of weakness quite yet. So that's why I like Prime XBT. Yes, it is a referral link if you're interested uh, and want to click that link. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get into Bitcoin and what is going on in the crypto markets. Well, first off, we have Bitcoin here uh, creating this flag pattern, and we also had this pendant here. We knew depending on which side of this pendant that is broke out would determine the next move for Bitcoin, and that has been to the upside after several weeks of downward action. So that is looking bullish here in the short term and long term for Bitcoin. However, you could still see some sort of a pullback here on Bitcoin, potentially going back and retesting the bottom side of our overall sideways ranging market here. I think that would be a good retest, but we've got a couple of levels that we need to take an eye or keep an eye on, and that is the $63,000 500. If we can break through this and then find support there, well, I think that would be bullish. And then we have another level sitting around that $67,500 level. Um, and if we can get through that, well, then I think we are going to potentially break these all-time highs here for Bitcoin. I still think that could take a bit of time to play out. It may be another month or two potentially, but I do think that this fall will be very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. Um, and so I just wanted to point out this bullish flag pattern that we have been seeing here on Bitcoin. And so we know flag patterns that play out like this typically are bullish. So it looks like we may have put in a local bottom here in the past couple of days. And um, another chart I wanted to bring up, this was posted by Stock Money Lizards over on X, and they said, "We have indeed and witnessed a true black swan event with the Trump assassination attempt. This will be the first black swan to lead to gains in the crypto market. Trump's presidency is not yet priced in." So you can see here on this chart, they have these black swan events, these unexpected things that happen that can drive the markets. And previously we had Mt. Gox, the Bitfinex, COVID-19, and then the FTX collapse, and now the Trump shooting. Um, so kind of sad news that came out this weekend. It's just don't really like to talk about politics here on this channel. I don't follow politics super closely, but it's just sad that the division that we see in this country right now that leads to things like this shows a sign of weak leadership. Um, but anyway, this does look bullish for the markets. What else can we take a look at? Well, we can take a look at the crypto total three. This is everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. Finding some strength here also appears to have potentially put in a basing formation here for the altcoins. We see that we had these wicks to the downside that have been bought up. This is the weekly chart. We also have the RSIs crossing to the upside. So if we can continue to hold this range, then we'll probably start to see some strength for these altcoins. Some of these altcoins have been showing more strength relative to the price of Bitcoin. And this is a chart posted over on X by Crypto Rover. He said the spot Ethereum ETF will be accepted this week, and once it does, altcoin seasons will start. Prepare accordingly. And this chart is a little bit older here, but it does show potentially that we will start to see the Bitcoin dominance fall, and that could lead to the altcoin season rally. Um, so that is bullish for crypto, and you have Ethereum showing signs of strength, setting at 33.87 this morning, retesting that $3,400 level, and also breaking above the trend line that we had here that we lost here a couple weeks ago. We are back above that now. So that is bullish for Ethereum as well as some of these other altcoins. Another altcoin that I been keeping an eye on a lot here is Solana, as I think Solana will do very well this crypto cycle. Again, we have our upwards sloping trend. Solana is still sitting slightly below that, but nevertheless putting in a series of higher lows and higher highs. So it looks like Solana could be going back to retest these previous recent all-time highs here that we had earlier this year very soon, right around $200. And if we break out of that level, well, then I think we're going to our next take profit zone around this 225 to 250 dollars per Solana token. So that's looking bullish. What other top altcoins can we look at? This is Chainlink, and it is starting to show some signs of strength here and recovery here in the recent days after we broke out of this downwards sloping trend. We knew that this would probably act as support at some point. Plus, we have this longer line here of support that we are maintaining. So you can see the pattern on Bitcoin and a lot of these altcoins, and even a lot of the small cap stocks are putting in very similar uh, basing formations and look like they want to be move higher and look bullish here in the short term for sure, as well as longer term. I still think this would be a great spot entry for any investors that are looking to get into crypto that haven't got in yet. Um, so that is something I would keep an eye on, and I'm sure day traders have been looking at these levels as well. Another altcoin that I think could do very well this altcoin season is Avalanche. It's sitting at 27.14. We have this downward sloping trend line. We just broke out of that. So that could be very bullish for Avalanche here in the coming days and weeks. Our first take profit zone would be right around that 32.60 to $38 level for Avalanche. And then, of course, we have other take profits higher up, sitting around $51 to $58. All right, guys, if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, Avalanche, and many more, you can do so over at iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a tax advantage IRA. They also have low cost and no monthly fee, and they have over 5,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google. If you're interested, there is a link down below. All right, guys, it is Monday. So I hope you all had a great weekend despite the news out there. Hopefully, uh, Trump will have a speedy recovery, and thoughts and prayers go out to the families affected by this. It's just kind of sad overall, but um, yeah, it's Monday. It's a new week. We have a lot to look forward to this week. I think that the Bitcoin markets and some of these small cap stocks are looking to potentially run here this week. So we could see much higher prices for some of those. Overall, the stock market's still looking bullish and in an uptrend. I do suspect we will see a lot of volatility going into these elections, and what happened this weekend is just uh, it's sad, but it's one of those news-driven events that really can change how the markets perform and why we may continue to see a lot of volatility here in the coming weeks and months leading into this election. All right, guys, until next time, everybody, take care, have a great day, be legendary, and peace out.